Hello and welcome. So, I've tried this video. This is the third time. I keep getting a corrupt memory card, so I do apologise. This might be a bit more rushed than the original version I done. As you can see, both my Creality Ender 3 Pro printers are working away there. The left hand one is currently working on printing some laser tube bracket holders to hold my new laser tube and my laser, while the right hand one is working on a lithophane cat picture. Basically, this video is just a quick update on how my experience has been so far using different brands of filament. With the COVID problem that's been happening around the world, there's been a shortage of PLA filament, or all filaments, and the prices have also shot up because of the supply and demand. So usually, I'll show you, I usually use this, which is Technology Outlet PLA filament, which I buy off Amazon. It's around the sort of £20 for a 1 kilogram mark. This is, what's this colour I bought? We can see there I bought a white and I bought a purple. That's the white that's currently running on the right hand printer there. So this is the usual filament I use, which is Technology Outlet. But I couldn't get this for, it's been about 3 months now because it's been out of stock. So I had to use a few alternatives just temporarily to get by. Now I also have some of this I've just picked up, which is basic fill filament. It's only half kilogram reels. I've got a red one and a green one. These are off Amazon. They were about £8 for half a kilogram, I believe it was. So I'm going to give them a try. The colours are pretty decent with them. As you can see, here's the red. Give that doesn't look bad. Give that a go. Basically, though, one filament I've come across that I've not enjoyed using at all is Creality's own filament, and this is this one here. Just get the box for it. So Creality's own filament, which is this one here, Creality Ender filament. As you can see, 3D filament, 1.75 white. I had nothing but trouble with Creality's own white filament. There's not much left on the reel here. I've pretty much given up with it now, and I've just replaced it now because I've got some Technology Outlet white filament. This filament just constantly kept snapping. It was so brittle. I mean, I don't know if I had a dodgy batch. It was just, oh, look, you can see it. Here we go. It's just, it was so brittle. It just broke all the time. It would just sit in the printer, snap. It would just keep snapping. I just did not have a good time with this, and I would not use Creality filament again. The left-hand printer that's currently running is running Creality black PLA. Didn't really have any problems with that. It's not been a problem. It hasn't been snapping. But for some reason, this Creality white filament, I've had problems throughout the entire reel. It's been snapping for no reason. Yeah. So I have read online other people who said the white filament, they've had troubles with it. So I wouldn't recommend this one personally. The Technology Outlet that's currently running on the right there, that is white filament, and I've never had any troubles with it. It's never snapped. And when you feel it, this white filament from Creality just feels extremely brittle. It just doesn't feel the same as the Technology Outlet one. So this last little bit here will be going in the bin. I've had enough of that. And then my other update is just on, basically, I've got the two Creality Ender 3 Pros there. As you can see, they've both been fairly upgraded. You've got the purple one on the left, the green one on the right. But the biggest upgrade that I recommend to anybody that has done me the best is these bed springs. The upgrading the bed springs has made a huge difference. I don't have to level the bed half as much now. I level the bed now probably every 5 prints. Every 5 or 6 prints I level it. Whereas before I was leveling it almost every print. I bought the springs off of Amazon, and they're much stiffer springs. Once you've got that all set up, it just stays flat for a lot longer. And also I now use the glass bed on both printers. That also helps take out any ups and down bumps in the bed, because I found both printers had a dip in the center of the bed, and the glass bed does help resolve some of that. So the other thing I'll just show you is most people level the bed with a piece of paper. I personally use a feeler gauge, so I use a 0.1, don't know if it can come in focus, there we go. I use a 0.1 feeler gauge. 0.1 of a mil is basically exactly what a standard piece of A4 paper is. So this is the same thickness as a piece of paper. I find the feeler gauge, personally, coming from an engineering background, I prefer using that to a piece of paper. I've considered fitting a BL Touch to at least one of them to try. The only thing I don't particularly like with the BL Touch is they call them automatic bed levelers. They're not leveling the bed. They're just modifying the Z offset to take into account how unlevel the bed is. So they're just changing the program, offsetting the Z to account for the uneven bed. Where I figure if you can get a level bed in the first place, you shouldn't need to adjust your Z offset. So yep, this is just a quick video. I'll be making lots more videos. It's about time I got started into YouTube. Apologies that this is my first video, so I'm no expert. Take that into account. The videos hopefully will get better as time goes on. There'll be some CNC routing videos, programming, CNC programming, lots of things. Laser, I'm just doing a laser refurbishment. I've got a 60-watt tube to fit into my laser, and there's lots of things to come on Smelly Cat Creations. So please like, subscribe, share the video, and I hope to see you all speak to you all in future videos. Thanks for watching.